Dictation will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Climate change is one of the most pressing challenges of the 21st century. It refers to the long-term alteration of Earth's climate patterns, particularly the increase in global average temperatures and the associated shifts in weather systems. While natural factors have historically influenced climate variations, the pace and magnitude of recent changes are largely driven by human activities. Understanding the causes and effects of climate change is crucial for developing strategies to mitigate its impact and ensure the survival of future generations. The most significant driver of climate change is the excessive emission of greenhouse gases. GHGs such as carbon dioxide, CO, methane, CH, and nitrous oxide No. These gases trap heat in the Earth's atmosphere, leading to a greenhouse effect. Human dependence on fossil fuels, coal, oil, and natural gas for electricity, transportation, and industry has drastically increased CO levels. Since the Industrial Revolution, atmospheric carbon dioxide concentrations have risen from about 280 parts per million to over 420 parts per million. Fueling rapid warming. Forests act as carbon sinks by absorbing CO from the atmosphere. Large-scale deforestation for agriculture, urbanization, and timber reduces the planet's capacity to absorb carbon. The Amazon rainforest, often called the lungs of the earth, has witnessed alarming rates of deforestation exacerbating global warming. Expanding industries release pollutants and GHGs, while rapid urbanization increases energy demand and automobile use. Urban heat islands, areas where cities trap more heat than rural regions, further intensify localized warming. Agriculture contributes to climate change through methane emissions from livestock, excessive use of fertilizers releasing nitrous oxide, and rice cultivation in flooded fields. These practices, while essential for food production, significantly increase global emissions. Improper waste management and the accumulation of garbage in landfills produce methane, a greenhouse gas far more potent than company. With growing populations and consumerism, waste-related emissions are rising rapidly. Although current climate change is largely anthropogenic, natural processes such as volcanic eruptions, variations in solar radiation, and oceanic circulation patterns also influence climate systems. However, These natural factors operate over long time scales and cannot alone account for the rapid warming witnessed in recent decades. The most direct effect of climate change is the increase in average global temperatures. According to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change IPCC, the Earth has warmed by about 1.1 degrees Celsius since the late 19th century. While this may seem small, even minor shifts in temperature can disrupt ecosystems, weather cycles, and human livelihoods. Polar ice caps, glaciers, and permafrost are melting at unprecedented rates. This contributes to rising sea levels, threatening low-lying coastal regions and island nations. Cities such as Mumbai, Jakarta, and Miami face risks of partial submergence, displacement of populations, and loss of infrastructure. Climate change has intensified the frequency and severity of extreme weather events such as hurricanes, cyclones, floods, droughts, and heat waves. Prolonged droughts affect agriculture and water supply, while floods destroy homes, crops, and infrastructure. Heat waves, particularly in South Asia, have led to thousands of deaths in recent years. Shifts in rainfall patterns, increasing pests, and reduced soil fertility affect crop yields. Regions dependent on rain-fed agriculture, such as parts of Africa and South Asia, face severe food insecurity. Rising sea levels also increase soil salinity in coastal farmlands, reducing productivity. Many species are unable to adapt to rapid climate shifts, leading to habitat destruction and extinction. Coral reefs, for instance, are undergoing widespread bleaching due to warming oceans. Loss of biodiversity disrupts ecosystems and threatens the survival of species, including humans, who depend on them for food, medicine, and ecological balance. Climate change poses direct and indirect risks to human health. Heat stress, respiratory illnesses from air pollution, the spread of vector-borne diseases like malaria and dengue, and waterborne diseases caused by floods are increasing. Vulnerable populations, children, the elderly, and the poor, face the greatest risks. Damages to infrastructure, reduced agricultural output, health costs, and disaster relief place enormous economic burdens on nations. Developing countries, with limited resources, are disproportionately affected. The World Bank estimates that climate change could push millions into poverty by 2030. Climate-induced migration, resource scarcity, and competition over water and arable land can spark social conflicts and geopolitical tensions. Regions already facing instability may experience worsening crises due to climate pressures. Climate change is a global crisis caused primarily by human activities that increase greenhouse gas emissions and degrade natural ecosystems. Its effects, ranging from rising temperatures and extreme weather events to biodiversity loss and economic disruption, are far-reaching and interconnected. While the challenge is immense, it is not insurmountable. Transitioning to renewable energy, protecting forests, adopting sustainable agricultural practices, and promoting global cooperation are essential to slowing climate change. Individuals also have a role to play by reducing consumption, conserving energy, and supporting policies that prioritize sustainability. Addressing climate change requires urgent and collective action to safeguard not only the environment but also human well-being and future generations.